You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
Look, I'm going to speak from the heart here. There was a time when Meef was banned for life from this podcast. By me, actually. And I told him that if he drew a picture of Undertaker with his crayons and gave him a very big bulge in his crotch, that he would come back. And honestly, I really never felt like that was enough. I think that we should still ban Meef. But these guys, he went and made friends with Kevin Kleinrock, and he said, you have to have the British guy because he says dirty words really funny. And so now I'm outvoted. So Meef,
I don't know if you're outvoted because even though I may not be the biggest fan of Trump, I still don't know that you should threaten physical violence on a sitting U.S. president. I just think that maybe that deserves a ban in and of itself.
Yeah. So Meef, happy birthday, you fucking dick. You're banned from the show for life.
For life. What do you think, Byron?
Well, just to put it out there, since we haven't explicitly said it, everyone listening to the show on Tuesday Live, as everyone does, it's Meef's birthday at some point between when we recorded this on Sunday and Tuesday, somewhere in between. And so that's why we're wishing Meef a very happy birthday. We're also wishing him a very happy birthday because he is a sad person with nothing going on for him whatsoever. And we thought we would do something nice for him because he's our friend.
His mask collection is enough for all of us.
That's true. That's true.
I will say this, Meef, Joe, is his real name. I'm going to put him on blast with his real name. Joe, really nice guy. We met him through the internet.
Yeah, we love him. He's the son we never had.
I think that we picked him up by his bootstraps from the edges of obscurity and foisted him upon the entire world. So you really only have the three of us to blame for all of the Meefloaf you've got in your life.
And Meef has the three of us to thank, and we know what that means. Low jobs.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is, Meef, for your birthday, we're sending you knee pads, and that's about it. And that's all you're going to get from us. So happy birthday. Choke on it. Thanks for being part of the show, Meef.
Your bidden has dropped off the screen.
My what?
Welcome to another edition of Mass Mats and Mayhem. I'm your host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMshow75. And when I say on social media, I mean like everywhere. It took Byron like tens of minutes to make sure MMMshow75 was on like Insta and Twitter and Facebook and like all of the places.
Yeah, you guys look for us on TikTok. Byron does little dances. It's pretty sweet.
DM us for the MMM Show Insta.
Please no. Hey,
you can find us on OnlyFans.
Hey, let's make some real money. I actually thought about doing that. You think we could make any money on OnlyFans or Patreon?
Yes, we use Jim.
Jim could.
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim makes us all rich.
Jim's record all your workout sessions.
All right. Well, I'll start a Patreon or an OnlyFans, and I'll call it Jim and Juice or something.
No.
Anyway,
so it's Jim and Hoovy doing a calendar together?
Fuck Hoovy. I know Meefloaf likes that guy, but I still got heat. So like up Hoovy. Up there is
at Byron Peaver. Catch it.
Yeah, that
Watch
guy.
My
then
movie.
Over here's at Meefloaf. Which movie is that, Byron?
Delusions of Morons, but also it's October soon, so watch the Bates Haunting on Tubi TV.
I'd like to watch that one again. I think I should give it a second chance after the things I said after.
We should do a review of it.
Ooh,
dude,
we like Byron a little bit.
I'll do it on my other podcast.
The Heels, do something on the other podcast. The Heels did a commentary track. They watched the whole thing.
Sober?
Well,
no, there's no way.
Well,
and
that movie's not for that. That movie's not for sober watching.
Right up here is at Meefloaf. Meefloaf, how's it going, brother?
It's all right.
Wow. This is supposed to be entertainment programming. Like, people are supposed to come here and have a good time.
We're not going to lie to the people. God.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right. Up over in the far corner up there is Case.
Hi.
What's going on there, brother?
Oh, dude.
At Lucha Gringo.
I've got merchandise to share with our audience. That should be fun. I got
The condoms are in.
a special pro wrestling crate unboxing coming soon this episode. I'm saying it now so you guys don't fuck me and cut it out.
I know, because it's not on the format, so I got to remember to do that.
Not on the format.
That guy, welcome back, the main man at the Jimmy V, who was going to try to come by last week, and then we didn't do a show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That wasn't my fault that time, so I actually made it on now.
Jimmy's finally got some time and availability to stop by, and then we're like, oh, yeah, we're not doing one. And then the funny thing is, the episode that we ran, we reran the 100th episode, and it's re-edited, and there's new stuff in there. It is new and improved for sure, so go and watch that one. Lots of fun guests: Thunder Rosa, Kevin Cross, Matt Stryker, the Lucha homies, Eric Van Wagenen, Carmen Perez, Paul London, Sonny Kiss. Jesus Christ, I can't even. Vinny Massaro. Anyway, Jim shows up late for that one because he was on a date.
Mm-hmm.
He missed the most fun episode ever for a lame date.
I'm telling you, you got to do it on the show.
Oh, that
Byron has done that.
That's the great episode.
Our listeners might not know that Byron has actually done that, and it was one of the best bits in show history.
Yeah, except for me, who had to be the third wheel on the date the whole time. Fuck that. That was weird.
Went well.
I was like the fourth wheel. Meef was the fifth. Jim was the sixth. It was all good.
I know, but it was like I wanted to be in on like the Eiffel Tower or something fun, but there was none of that to be had. It was kind of
there's more of a pyramid than an Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it was really.
You're on the other side of the country.
Whatever, it was more like she went for a meal to Five Guys. So
you did talk
People
about
are coming up with all sorts of stuff now during COVID, Byron. We could have figured something out. Poor planning on your part.
I zoomed in or whatever from a Thai restaurant.
Anyway,
of course it was poor planning on my part.
Yeah, exactly. It was so friggin' loud too. It was a clusterfuck. Don't ever listen to that episode. Go back and listen to episode 100 because that's good stuff. I always hate doing this. I hate starting the shows on these somber notes, but I kind of want to get it out of the way. We gotta throw out a solemn rest in peace to the Road Warrior animal this week. I know that's a tough one, man. For a lot of wrestling fans, especially ones in their late 30s, which sadly is not me. That was like the team that really turned their head back in the day was the Road Warriors, and really, they brought that ruthless aggression that nobody else was really doing that same way at the time, and they brought a different kind of high impact style that really, really made a lot of fans of wrestling, a lot of current wrestlers were inspired to get into wrestling because of them. The impact was just huge.
Honestly, I'm sorry, Byron, go ahead.
I was just going to bring up Lance Storm. Always brings up, which is the biggest deal to me because he's the least Road Warrior wrestler in the business. And he's like, these are the guys. They were the superstars before, wrestling had superstars. They come to the ring, you hear someone said because of the song they used, you'd get like 3 pops, like the drum beat would start, pop, and then the guitar would start, pop, and then when they would come out, another huge pop. Like these guys were just, you get goosebumps even thinking about it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know and are just used to the What a Rush theme, they used to come out to Iron Man, which was a way bigger deal. They're the reason I'm a wrestling fan, I think, because I had been a casual fan. I was mostly exposed to wrestling through the Hulk Hogan Rockin' Wrestling cartoon. And that was kind of my gateway drug. Then my grandma, she knew I liked wrestling. So she got me the AWA ring with the Road Warriors 3-pack, which was them and Ellering together. And those were the only guys I had. So I used to have them fight He-Man and stuff in the rings. And then I found out that they're real fucking dudes. And so I couldn't get enough. And a lot of my early wrestling watching brought me to both WCW and WWF because of the Road Warriors. And most of the kids that I was in school with only watched WWF at the time. I watched both. I started reading wrestling magazines, and that just was a snowball into the wrestling obsessed brain that I have now that I can get like all kinds of weird fucked up trivia from. But without the Road Warriors, I don't think it would have got there. They look cool as fuck, dude. Look at them.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you
Thunder
be?
Rosa's
How can
makeup
you
this
be?
week was amazing.
Dude, yeah. See, Mel with the fucking half animal face paint was
I love
tremendous.
that. I thought that was amazing. She definitely wants to pay respect to those guys that are out there that did it. And it's so crazy to me that Thunder Rosa has really only been wrestling just about 6 years now, and that's from when she first hit the ropes. 6 years.
It's wild.
It's only been about 5 since she's actually been performing in matches of any kind.
And that's
she was
why
in Lucha Underground 4 years ago. Was when she got into Lucha Underground.
Well, they're very rightfully calling her a prodigy now on the commentary.
I mean, we saw her when she started out too, and it's wild to see her on AEW juxtaposed with the talent there, even their top talent there. But you see her, she carries herself like I would equate her to like Tessa or even Taya when Taya was first starting out. Or starting out like at an LU. Just the walk she walks.
Well, let's be honest too, though. But Taya was a fitness professional before wrestling. She was a fitness model. She was in great shape. She was a gym rat. Yeah. Thunder Rosa wasn't that,
but she is now. But what I mean is like she strong, just carries herself well. Always looks like she's balanced in the ring. Like Taya, Tessa walks around like she looks strong. She looks like she can throw anyone over her head at any moment. And I think that that Mel Thunder Rosa is kind of filling that void as the badass female wrestler who can. I mean, she could do intergender too. Like I don't know. It stood out to me in the match against Ivelisse because Ivelisse was throwing to me. I would call them like the forearms or like take a half second, hitch and then throw it. And Thunder Rosa was just like running away, like Japan waiting for her turn and then just smacking her with it. I don't know. She just carries herself like she's a fighter.
Like a fighter and a star, which is important. And carrying yourself like a star is hard to explain. But some people do it and some don't. But it's knowing that you're the shit and that everyone wants to see you. If you think that, you can carry yourself like a star. Like I am the fucking shit. Yes,
she works all the cameras, which I don't know how she learned how to do that on AEW because it's not her show, it's not her job. But she
it's
knew
a way different setup than Lucha Underground for sure.
Or people went in there and found where they were straight away because that's
you can even tell this week on Dynamite that she was like pointing to Shida, like, no, you go on that turnbuckle, I'll go on this one for the big like we're the champions thing. But then they ended up cutting before that. But just seeing her direct the traffic, I thought was really cool.
Yeah, she turned into a ring general somehow. And it's funny because, man, I still remember the first time she came out as Cobra Moon. And it was like, I really liked how she was inhabiting the character. But, and I've told her this, that I didn't think she was any kind of tremendous wrestler at the time. She certainly ran the ropes better than what Sexy Star was doing at the time.
Let's be honest, Justin. That debut was so bad that they had to re-edit the finish into a submission finish because whatever was the regular finish just didn't work.
I think the panda guy not panda, the koala guy, whatever, sandbagged her, whatever animal he was. And then we never saw him again.
It was a panda.
He's a tiger, dude. It's Bengala.
Oh, Bengala, yeah.
This is Ricky Marvin. This little tidbit. This we have never actually discussed on the show, and Mel will probably kill me. But I swear to God, the worst in-person promo I have ever seen was actually Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
that was the one. I couldn't go to that taping.
And I love you, Mel.
I wasn't there.
I appreciate you, and you worked your ass off. And I still blame the assistant director for not getting you out of that. But yeah, she cut this promo with the what was Johnny Slamtown guys, and Mundo
Worldwide
even kind of
Underground.
stood there. Worldwide Underground is who they were at the time, and Mundo even stood there looking at her like, I don't even know how to save you from this right now. It was so brutal. And thank God it's an edited show because they totally fixed it up and whatnot. And it was her first real big, like, I'm the top heel setup promo when the Snake Tribe was super, super hot and they gave her the time. But this goes to show you why Fogelman was real careful in that first season of Lucha Underground to tell Ben Wagner, like, hey, all these newbies and people that you're bringing up, that's great if they can get in there and go, but they can't talk on my damn TV show.
I love, by the way, on that point, I love, not to jump ahead too far, but I love how there's a vignette with Puma in it and people are talking to him. He can't even respond because he's not on.
Wow,
the list
you do this every time. Why we have an entire segment to talk about what you're talking about right now?
Then I won't do it. I'll just say
quickly,
I found it really, really funny.
Meef, make a real point.
Quickly running back to the Road Warriors, because I'm 33 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Meef!
And I got into wrestling in like 97, 96, somewhere around there. So like their main time had passed for me, and my WWE watching was like maybe 98, 99. So like I saw the Droz era and the kind of that terrible storyline they did there. But like,
yeah, that was not.
And I was not into wrestling at all, and my friends weren't really into wrestling too much, apart from one of them. But like, I knew who the Road Warriors were, like those, like, you know, the red and black and everything like that. I knew all about that. Before I even knew anything about wrestling, I knew everything about them to a degree, and knew of the characters and like all the, you know, the catchphrases and stuff. And I'd never watched wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they used to be on the cover of all of those dirt sheet magazines like every week. Yeah. They were, if they weren't the main photo, they were one of the bottom corner photos or something. There was always something about them on the cover. They were very prolific in getting around. And you know, it's a sad loss for the business. Young guy. I mean, not that 60. Old at all. And I think you're going to see a lot of this in the future, man. A lot of these guys are going to pass away. They're going to pass away early, and it's going to bring to light a lot of questions about the industry, I think, as a whole.
It's still like 15 years later than Hawk.
It was, it was a sad part of, I think, the impact of it is it was a sad reminder of that, because we had that generation, Mr. Perfect, you know, Eddie and all those guys going at 40, and, you know, Public Enemy. But it's been a while. Yeah, since we got an early death, and it's a reminder. Oh yeah, these guys are on limited time.
More so than the rest of us. All right, I want to talk about Jack Evans. I am baffled by Jack Evans. First of all, the one good thing about the fact that Jack Evans has way too much time on his hands these days is the fact that his Twitter is absolute fire again.
Not great at the soccer tennis, though.
Yeah, no.
I just whooped him.
Yeah, well, that's a thing. I think Penna's going to pretty much whoop him for the rest of his career, but that's beside the point. Jack actually kind of came out in defense of AEW's use of him, and I think he's wrong. I have heat with Jack over what he said about Jack Evans.
Did you listen to Keeping It 100?
No, what did they have to say?
Well, Conan said something along the lines of, if you haven't got enough, if you're in the story team and you haven't got anything for any guy as talented and as good as Jack Evans and Angelico, then you're doing something fucking wrong. So that they think they're like people think it's nice and refreshing, but Conan was like, trust me, that sounds like fucking towing the line.
Well, it's this part of this thing that I don't get with AEW. It's like they say it's all about this athletic competition stuff. And like, look, I know Jack and Angelico aren't necessarily like the locker room leader guys that are coming up with all sorts of gimmicks. You know, they're not the next NWO or whatever, but they're great performers and they do have mic skills. Like if you give them something to run with, like, you know, Jack had great mic skills when he didn't even have a voice when he was in Lucha Underground.
He has a broken jaw again, by the way. That's why he's out right now. But he did say he was out of shape, and he did say that he was having difficulty with the heat, and he's remedied that. And I think that's also a great confession of his.
68% of the roster at AEW is out of shape.
He mentioned how he had to cut 5 minutes off the Kenny match that he had because he was gassed. Now, I don't know the legitimacy or exaggeration of that.
When he says he's gassed, he means Kenny was gassed, right? Because Kenny has definitely packed on a few extra pounds.
Hey,
I don't know if you could say that if you want to work in that company.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have the zits on his back anymore, though. Does he, Casey?
Oh, no, they're still there. Okay. I got to say, Jack, look, okay, this is my challenge for all the AEW fans out there, all the supporters. Tony, if you're listening, Tony Khan, I'm talking directly to you too, pal. Find me one person that would rather see fucking Sean Spears than Jack Evans and Angelico, or Angelico. It could be a 1-for-1 trade. Just pick one of them. Find me one.
That's
find me one
kind of
that
my
isn't
issue.
Sean Spears' fucking wife. Find me one that isn't Peyton Royce.
I don't mind what they're doing to Sean Spears, but I also wish that they would put more Angelico and Jack Evans on. But also to that point, they Jack Evans, great talker, great personality. They have a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
But
this is what we should do.
But they couldn't.
We should get from Lucha Underground, Dragons Underground. The
dude, we
podcast.
call it Dungeons and Dragos. Fuck yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
We
saying.
have different luchador every week and come and play Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Oh, you have to roll a 19 on a 20-sided die to not get kayfabed in the dungeon.
I'll do that every time. No, it's just why couldn't they find something for Jack to just talk in? They have 1,000 podcasts now.
Do something. I just don't get it.
Maybe the problem is that he'll just show everybody up and the.
But I'm also irritated by Jack defending it to a certain extent, and he wasn't just defending whatever his current situation was. He was defending it overall, and it's like, I get that you're getting a paycheck, brother, but why are you stepping up to say that this is okay? Like, and this is another problem I have with AEW in general. Everyone over there forgets the whole part of like, you're supposed to try to get yourself over. It's like, no, I feel like no one is ever trying to get themselves over anymore. Like even Cage right now, I feel like Cage is just kind of doing whatever he's being told by the back and not trying to get himself over. Like nobody's trying to shine. And I think that's part of why Thunder Rosa looks so good, was because she was there on a limited time run from another promotion purely to get herself over. Mm-hmm. So she conducted herself thusly and it paid dividends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, why is no one at this company doing this?
I would dare say that there's one other person who's doing that right now, and that's Ricky Starks.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay.
Jim,
Ricky Starks, Big Swole.
Stop. Jim, I have a question for you. How many times a day do you listen to Ricky Starks' entrance music?
0. I don't know. I'm just. I mean, not saying his music's kind of. It's a banger, but like it's not something I'm repeatedly listening to.
Oh, I'm double.
But yeah, Ricky Starks is like great right now. Like he's only given so much time, but he's actually doing something with his time. It's like basically everyone's giving this little sliver of time. Ricky Starks is making the most of it. Everyone else is waiting until they're like in an 8-man tag match to get their shit in. That's about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of problems with AEW.
I mean, it's just like
I
don't even understand what like are they waiting for some secret high five from Tony Khan in the back to like go out there and actually perform? And then the crazy thing to me is it's like, you know, that Go Home show 2 pay-per-views ago, like the day before the pay-per-view is the one time that I last remember like people were actually out there trying to do something and they were all doing it all haphazard and fucking killing each other. Like can we get this thing dialed in over there? I'm so baffled.
And, let's not forget about the actual death almost on the pay-per-view in itself.
Yeah.
Just Ray Phoenix, right?
No. Okay.
Matt Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Matt Hardy.
And also the guy who did really well in the Rumble when he hit the bottom rope.
You mean the almost death on the most recent pay-per-view, not the one before it?
Right.
Yeah, because the Go Home show or something there, or the Battle Royal, Darby got powerbombed on his head inside of a body bag filled with tacks. The tacks aren't even the biggest.
Darby
who hit the rope with his neck? The bottom rope.
The big new dude. The big new dude that was
Wardlow.
ripped to shit. No. The new guy.
The new guy.
The new guy that was facing off with Cage.
Cage powerbombed him.
Yeah, and like you had Lance.
Yeah, but the new guy got
him.
hit by Archer and his neck hit the bottom rope when he came in. Yes.
Will Hobbs?
Yeah, Hobbs. Yes, I was thinking Hobbs and/or Shaw for the name.
Archer's been sloppy with that pounce, but I don't know what else they can do in that small ring.
No, you can't be as tall as Hoyt and fucking pounce people. It just doesn't work right.
Yeah.
Monty Brown was shorter, you know?
No, so look, well, since we're talking about AEW now, I'm going to go through some of my AEW notes because I don't really want to come back to it. I want to get done with AEW.
Yeah.
I love it for the week.
Wipe our feet on the mat before we come in, should we say?
Okay, so we weren't here last week, and we never really discussed this little Evilise Thunder Rosa dust-up.
It's a bullshit work now. Who gives a fuck? They ruined it.
Here's what my theory is, and I'm probably not right, but I feel like Ivelisse thought that she was in a commercial break. Maybe didn't know it was picture in picture, and just kind of sandbagged for a minute. And,
I can definitely hear bullshit.
But
definitely sounds like bullshit.
But also
it sounds like bullshit.
Even
smell-o-vision.
Even in the tag match, she forgot a spot. She tagged in and then still exited the ring after the double team. Like, I don't think she's on top of the game right now.
Maybe, Byron, we've been really nice to all these years, and in fact, she's a piece of shit human being, and she's pretty shit at wrestling. Maybe we've been blind to this.
I mean,
because it seems like everybody else seems to have that.
There goes that guest spot.
I wouldn't. I mean, that's a hot take. I wouldn't agree. I would agree with her being not as good as she was in Lucha Underground when she was working regularly. I don't think she's worked much at all in the last 2 years.
Why hasn't she worked so much, Byron, in the last 2 years?
But this is the problem. You know why? The answer to all of these is because of the same thing that has plagued her entire career. The verdict is still out. Either one of you could be absolutely right, and I honestly think the business itself does not know the answer about her. She's worth investing in because she's got a name. She can go a little bit, and she's got a certain amount of merit. It's not that she doesn't know what she's doing, but then, these little things pop up, or an injury happens, or there's some kind of little locker room dust up, or there's something like this where maybe she sandbagged it for a little bit in the matches, or she comes out looking great one week and then not as good the next week. There's just this level of inconsistency where I feel like I still don't know what to make of Ivelisse like 7 years later.
It's that thing, if you're in trouble one place, all it needs is that one person to say something somewhere else, and it's like
she was never. That's the other thing.
It seems to fall around somewhere. If you know what I mean.
She was never actually in trouble. That's the thing. She never actually caused any big issues. There are some people that have shit. No, there are some people that have shit talked her and said that they had an issue with her, but it never went completely up the flagpole.
There was a problem when she came here.
Yeah, but it was Ospreay.
It was Will Ospreay. Yeah. And Will Ospreay isn't the best person to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. And other people have said that too. And each one of those has some kind of mitigating circumstance. And if you believe her and you look at her social media and whatnot, she's complaining about how everyone's against her and they've kind of got it in for her. Maybe they do. And then if you look at other people, they'll just be like, oh yeah, she's just a crap worker and she's bad in the locker room. And then, but then half of those people get discounted or they've been Me Too'd out of the industry these days. So who the fuck even knows really where she stands?
It's a mixture of everything. There's never any smoke without fire usually, but I don't know. So I'm not gonna say she's actually horrible human being, but it just seems to be one of those things that dogs her. Everything seems to dog her, follow around, and I want to just give her a hug and tell her everything's gonna be okay and to buckle the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
I want to tell her.
She needs someone with an arm around her shoulder. That's how I see it. She needs a slap around the face and told to drop all that shit. No. You know what I mean? As in the wake up thing. Arm around the shoulder. Come on, we need to sort this out and get.
I think to bring this back to what matters in wrestling, I thought that it really was noticeable how invested people were in the slightest bit of gossip between Ivelisse and Thunder Rosa in a match.
Oh yeah.
That is true. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, she can be shit like me thinks, or she could still be solid like Byron thinks. But if she can put asses in the seats with anything, she has value. So I almost wish they had run with it better, because I do feel like they started trying to work it a little bit and it didn't really go anywhere. I think they should have gone full bore into it. And honestly, I hope that that's a lesson for Thunder Rosa, even more so than Ivelisse, because she has a big upside right now and a big future. And I think that she should definitely get the note from Vampiro and Conan and guys like that. Like, when something that is a little bit of a shoot presents an opportunity, you turn it into a bigger work, but you do it the right way. You
make money.
You don't let anyone in on it. You make money and you play it straight as you can while you're doing the work.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lucha Underground talent at AEW, did anyone ever in their wildest dreams imagine they would see Sonny Kiss in a ring with fucking Rusev?
I haven't watched
Is that just me? That blew my mind when I looked it up and I'm like, Really? Wait a minute. Sonny Kiss is in a ring with freaking Miro, Rusev, whatever you call him these days.
No, but then when it happens, you're like, man, I never thought this would happen, but I would have figured it would be good.
I was so proud of Sonny. I didn't even notice if it was good or bad. I'm gonna be honest.
It wasn't Sonny's fault. It was bad.
Why? Who do you think botched that match?
Well, Rusev blew his knee out like halfway through the match. It was fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's already hurt?
I couldn't tell if that was a shoot or a work.
Dave says it was a shoot. So I don't know. But yeah.
He hasn't wrestled in quite a while, has he?
No, and I don't
Close
think.
to a year.
It's also like he does the WWE style where you do 5 minutes of jumping around and waving at fans, and like you're like I didn't think about it too much until Moxley talked about having to do a real MMA training session, camp for the G1 because he was not in G1 shape. He was in WWE circus wrestling shape.
Yeah, and it's different. It's weird again though with the AEW thing. Like they bring in Miro. And to me, it's like they gave him this best man thing, the best man. And it just felt like this is something you do at the top of an indie show just to get one night heat or pop or storyline. It's like, this is not a TV storyline. I just don't get
character. It's not a character going forward.
This is kind of my problem with AEW in general. It's like, they're not building any of these storylines. They're building indie show moments for character. And maybe because that's what they like, and those guys all got famous doing these indie shows and stuff. And so maybe that is a thing, and maybe the audience is digging that. But to me, I'm like, this is a reoccurring episodic TV show every week, and I'm not feeling the presentation of storylines or TV writing in this.
It does feel like
weird
something...
TNA, WCW, where they would sign anybody from WWE. And it'd be like, this guy's actually terrible. But they make such a big deal out of it.
In a different color NWO shirt 3 weeks later because they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, but I think Rusev's an amazing wrestler, and I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
I think
he's a good promo too. I mean, the guy can talk.
Yeah.
So, like, what are we doing here? You got, you hire another co-star for your show. Give him a storyline. You don't just hire him to be on the show and set him next to your other famous.
Sorry, my
people
dog is being an asshole.
I'm sure they have something for him because they had talked about how they didn't want to just sign him when they could because they didn't have a spot for him. So I'm sure they have something, and I'm sure it's just they have to get to it, And I'm willing to wait and to see how it goes. It's only been a couple weeks.
I love Eddie Kingston.
Something I brought up a few times.
I'm going to say that Eddie Kingston gets a big thumbs up. I don't think that what he's doing is like the end all be all, but Eddie Kingston doing stuff from like the 90s in wrestling in AEW feels like the freshest thing in wrestling.
Foundation.
He is so friggin' lucky. But I mean, like, look, that's part of what wrestling is. Like, just come in and be the different thing and be able to cut a promo and be able to take some bumps. Like his match with Moxley wasn't all that exciting, but like I was invested in it.
I loved it.
You don't like it, Jim?
No, I said it should have gone longer for something for something that was built up last minute, and it was something that even as last minute people really wanted to see it. The fact that it ended the way it did so quickly, I'm just like, you could have done a lot more with this, as opposed to you're turning it into the promo for the 6-man tag that was originally supposed to happen. It's like you could have used this to make a better character out of Eddie Kingston, better than he already is, which is amazing. But they didn't do anything with it.
The thing to know about AEW is everything is leading to a bigger tag match down the line with like 10 people in it. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
They should rename them CMLL.
There's enough about AEW for this week. We got a lot more stuff to talk about this week. We want to talk about another episode of Lucha Underground. We got the Wall of Fame and Shame coming up, some more fun wrestling tidbits, and we'll talk about Expo Lucha, which is coming up as well also. So make sure you stick around. But right now, let's go and listen to what Denise Salcedo over in Lucha Central has to say about the Lucha Central Podcast Network this week.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a reminder of where and when to catch all of the great network content this week. Get the full lineup and listen to all of our shows in the podcast network section of luchacentral.com. Sundays on the Lucha Central Facebook page, world-traveled shooter of the camera kind, Jerry Villagrana goes mano a mano with a fellow photographer to throw down about some of their favorite photos they have taken at Lucha Libre events. Monday, Business of the Business returns as Mass Republic President Kevin Kleinrock takes you inside how your favorite Lucha Libre merchandise gets made. On Tuesdays, Mass Mats and Mayhem takes you inside the world of Lucha Underground as they take you weekly through the series with the benefit of hindsight and the benefit of special guests from the groundbreaking series. Check out the premiere video stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on the Lucha Central YouTube channel and at luchacentral.com. Then listen to it on your favorite podcast platform every Wednesday. Tuesday nights live, it's Wrestle Boss, where Fabi Chulo talks MMA and pro wrestling with special guests and listener call-ins. Visit WrestleBossLive.com Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific to listen live or call in with questions or download the show on podcast platforms on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights live on Facebook, it's Spanish show La Mesa de los Márgaros, giving you both the news and the chisme from around the lucha world. Special guests and a whole lot of fun make it one of the most talked about shows in Mexico. Thursdays, it's Straight Out of the Bodega with Papo Esco and PWR promoter Gabriel Ramirez as they have guests from throughout the wrestling world pull up to give an inside look into their careers. From indie standouts to television superstars, each week brings a new name and perspective. On Friday, it's your double dose of Lucha Central Weekly podcast, one in English y el otro en español. Lucha Central Weekly is where you'll find all the top stories of the week, both inside and out of the ring from Mexico and anywhere luchadores are in action across the globe. Be sure to subscribe and follow all your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms, either by their own series name or subscribe to the Lucha Central Podcast Network show pages to get all of the shows in one easy feed. And please consider giving a rating to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central Central. Have a great week.
Dun, 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 dun.
Me, if you need a new song, I've used that in the intro like 3 times already.
Yeah, but your new one's like fucking Jim. Oh God, Bob Ross.
Oh, happy little trees.
Okay.
Little trees.
We're back. We're back. I already wrote down the time code.
We have some alizarin crimson.
Well,
and
if we're
some
back,
titanium white.
if we're totally back and you've listened to everything that Denise Salcedo had to say, Denise, who has like 52 podcasts that aren't on this network. Traitor.
Oh yeah. Hey, congratulations
Denise,
with
come
signing
home.
with Figure 4 Online. That's actually like a really big deal. Congratulations,
It's super dope.
Denise.
It's super
Yeah.
dope. Denise is kind of awesome, and she needs to come on the show as a guest one day.
And also, Figure 4 Online, if you'd like to steal the MMM show from the Lucha Central Podcast Network, give me a call.
Wow, you hear that, Klein Rock, man? Time
They
is
might give us a
ticking.
sponsorship.
You better get our sponsorship stuff going on, man. I keep hearing that we have some kind of sponsorship deal in place, but I have yet to see any copy or hear anything about it.
This is ball hair that's grown up. That's how bad it is.
Me, if I have a present for you. Speaking of
sponsorship,
I'm supposed to mail this to you.
If you guys don't know, Meef has been doing a lot of leather working, and we're trying to get him to make these things that we use a lot in TV and film production. They're like these tri-fold wallets that hold your script. They're like an AD wallet. I won't call it the brand name that is most popular, but
don't show it, Byron. People can nick the idea. Dear Lord.
If somebody does steal the idea and does it better than Meef, I'll buy yours instead of Meef's. But I doubt that will happen.
And we're also trying to get him to make something that we use a lot in personal life, and that's a demolition fuck suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's in the list.
Dibs on Crush. Dibs on Crush.
It'll be difficult to get that through customs.
This is, in fact, still a kind of loosely related Lucha Underground podcast. So we are rewatching the entire show back from the beginning. We have made it all the way to episode 20 of 140 something.
Man, we should have stopped last week.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, keep going.
I've got it, lads. I've got it.
Last week was so good.
All pretty shit. New belt looks really amazing. There we go.
Yeah,
wow.
That's
really what you want to do? No, so look, we're doing Lucha Underground Season 1, Episode 20. Watch it at Tubi. You could pause right now, go watch it at Tubi, come back, and be disappointed with the fact that I told you to pause it and go watch stuff. This episode isn't shit. This isn't the worst episode of Lucha Underground. We've already covered that. But it's the comeback show. It's the Raw after a mediocre pay-per-view kind of quality show, which is amazing because basically there's 2 title matches on this show, and you would think that would bring a little more fuego, but it did not particularly this time.
It is a little weird to that point how they everything is so well scripted and organized writing wise, but still they're hitting the same notes in different stories on the same episodes. Like they had two blood grudge matches on one episode recently, and then today they have 2 championship fights on the same show. It was like it felt even, but the wrong kind of even. This episode's called The Art of War, not to be confused with The Hell of War, which is much better.
Which is the best. And oh my God, Justin, I hated this episode.
Well, let's talk about it a little bit. I will say that there was a better recap this week when we're talking about just making TV. I feel like they started to at least get that a little more right. Of
just one recap.
Just one recap this time, and it felt smoother and relevant without giving away too much of what was going to happen.
I can't wait until the recap goes away. Recaps are for assholes. Okay, I don't. If you miss last week of the show, well, here's a fucking clue. Go back and watch last week's show. God, it's
great. It. It's great they stopped doing that, and you watch a wrestling show.
Not saying that I wish this episode's matches were any longer. I'm not saying that.
No, that would not have made anything better happen.
I also appreciate
my favorite thing. Go ahead.
I was going to say in-match replays as well. Not doing those, it makes you pay attention more.
Yeah, I think so. I will say my favorite thing in this first match, which is Son of Havoc with Ivelisse versus Angelico, that during the entrances, Vamp says, "I'm so confused with Ivelisse, in my opinion. One day she's up and the next day she's down, and I just don't get it," which was surprisingly relevant.
Was that our whole first segment of the show?
It kind of was.
I wonder if Ivelisse had, or if Vamp was in some sort of producer meeting with her, because the whole time he's just like, I can't stand her voice.
He bagged on her hard, which is funny because I actually listened to Vamp do his Facebook Live thing this morning, and somebody made some kind of like just slightly weirdly sexualized comment towards a female, like, "Oh, she's hot." That's literally like all they said was like, "Oh, she's hot," and Vamp like rained down on him with, "Hey, brother, let's not go there. Let's keep this all super PC and blah blah blah." And then I'm like, I just watched this episode where there's nothing PC that he does or says in his commentary.
Hey, he's a dad. His daughter's older now, and he's a dad, dude. And plus, it's been like 50. It's been 50 years since this episode was taped. Let's be real.
I get it, man, but man, he was channeling his inner Jerry Lawler here for a minute. He was like 1P short of calling out puppies. I
wouldn't know because I fast forwarded through this piece of shit angle.
I'll say, look, the first 74 seconds of the match where Son of Havoc was at full speed was certainly better than some of his other presentations.
That's before I hit the button, and then
I didn't realize that.
I came back to
"You're dumped." You don't like it when I tuck my wiener between my legs and wear another woman's skin? You're dumped.
That was weird.
You'd fuck me, I won't fuck you.
I'd wrestle me. I'd wrestle me hard.
I mean, I liked Angelico's kicks in his knees. I felt like the more
Angelico, is he a great big fat person?
It helped him stand out, especially doing something different on the show. But there was that match where Son of Havoc is primed for the win, and he gets up on top of the turnbuckle and takes too long, and then he loses. And this time, he did the same thing, except he added a speech, and he won.
Right, so he basically made it even slower and won.
Do you think that's why they gave him the deep voice, so that it sounded like it gave him more power to his moves and explained this finish specifically?
Yes.
Like when he gets on the turnbuckle, it slows down time.
Because you know You know how the real DDT International Princess Champion Maki Ito, you don't respect Army, can scream at you and you lose. I think it's kind of the same principle here. You know, we should get Mel. We should get Mel on here to talk about it and also talk about how she stole Maki's belt.
Ooh, that's some fire. I do think it's interesting that I feel like this was it was kind of a bold way to do a face turn of, you know, play this girl off of his hot chick that's being bitchy to him. And I mean, it's not necessarily PC, but at least it was different than a lot of what was going on in wrestling, especially at the time.
And it goes absolutely nowhere, Justin. They're friends again in 2 weeks.
Which is why I think they buried this whole thing and they wrote it off as it was.
Maybe they've got a road dog with them or something.
But I mean, they couldn't
after it. So,
they couldn't keep this going. Like Vampiro at one point in time, Stryker says, you know, Ivelisse is the baddest bitch in the building, and Vampiro's just like, no, she's just a bitch. Like you can't really keep that going. And like, you know, Son of Havoc is raising his fist to her. It's one thing if it's an athletic competition, but they're standing on the ring apron, and this guy is basically threatening to punch his girlfriend just because she's not being very nice to him. You know, it's like you can't really continue this kind of logic.
Maybe it wasn't Teddy Hart.
Right. Maybe.
No, then it's a little too believable.
I did like when Angelico afterwards, his whole character is just like he just kind of hits on Ivelisse in the wrong moments. But I did like how he was like, hey, what's up to her? And she just kicks him in the head.
Which was good. I mean, which is good because she needed to get some of her heat back. And I think that Lucha Underground has always been a little bit better at that than a lot of other promotions in just a quick turnaround to get their heat back. And it's amazing how fast they were able to just kind of heal Ivelisse out and turn Son of Havoc. And Son of Havoc pretty much stays babyface for the rest of Lucha Underground from here on out, right?
I think you forgot about the time he wrestled Pentagon and there was a thunderous fuck you Havoc chant in the
God. But he was still a babyface. That just tells you more about Pentagon than anything else.
That was bad booking to put him in that spot. I have a question for you guys. I'm sorry, I was about to get my ass beat by a South African guy.
I think you understand that exactly correctly. The other thing that I would say is that I question whether or not Angelico has a penis because that top rope crotching looked severe. And I mean,
I've been watching a lot of RuPaul. I've been watching a lot of RuPaul this last week, and I think he's tucking.
No,
I don't even know if a tuck saves you from that, bro. I don't know.
Look, I've seen.
The balls go inside. Dude, I've learned how the balls actually go up inside a cavity, and you duct tape the penis all the way back.
No. You got to put it up the belt buckle.
No, okay. First of all, let's
keep it away from the rope.
Let's be real. It's time to
grab
watch. Let's say you did.
This is a video podcast. Come on. We need demonstrations. It's visual. No,
okay. So these are the two legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. All right.
Wow. I shouldn't have even brought it up, Jim. I don't know what I did there, brother.
I can show you on the mannequin.
You know, Jim, Justin, I've seen enough of Angelico's real life living situation to not only never doubt that he has a penis, but also that it's probably a huge ass penis.
Yes.
Maybe Jim, it's actually just his leg.
I need Jim, where would you put yours if you had to do this spot?
Not on TV.
Smart.
See, I tend to hang to the right, so I would try to get into the right grundle, and then like the left grundle's where you take the rope, so that you don't have to worry about it.
Wow.
I got big ass thighs, so I'm very forward.
Crotching again. All right, so look, Son of Havoc goes over here with some kind of thing, and then he wins, and now he's a babyface, and then they're a thing. All right, vignette number one. Conan is introducing a new guy.
Yeah.
Which at the time I was happy about. This.
I was happy. I love Hernandez. He was supposed to be Matanza, and this is a big, weird, fucked up cop out change.
Yeah. And it was just kind of I don't know what exactly the purpose here was, or the thinking. I mean, I know where it goes, so I can see kind of now, but it was a weird usage. And this, to me, I think, and maybe we'll find out, I feel like this was actually a fuck you to Konnan. I feel like Konnan brought Hernandez in, and that something went awry, and they didn't want to put Hernandez in that position of being Matanza.
A Konnan guy.
Or it's the opposite, and Konnan pushed to get him on TV sooner so that he couldn't be Matanza.
I heard from people that it was just because he was famous enough that they wanted to capitalize on it, because LAX was super hot in TNA Impact, and seeing him get a shot is cool. He does a fucking cool ass Razor's Edge, the border toss. This is a question that we should be asking Konnan on the upcoming episode.
Okay, so which is true. So Konnan is going to do an interview with us for this year's virtual Expo Lucha, which will be awesome. It is too late now by the time you have seen this to get your questions in, so I hope that you guys sent us some good ones, because we're going to have a lot of fun talking to Konnan about that, and it's going to be part of a Lucha Underground panel. We're hoping we can get maybe a couple other former big names from Lucha Underground to also be a part of that, but that is on October 10th. Go to www.expolucha.com to get all of the awesome information. There's going to be some matches that were never seen before from last year's Expo Lucha. There's going to be some other fun tidbits.
Oh, dude, there's contests and shit, like cosplay contests and all that. And like,
yeah, look, you're going to be sitting around your house anyway. This is a fun way to spend your time. And you know, I wasn't able to go to Expo Lucha last year because I was traveling for work. So this would have been great for me. So for everybody that hasn't had a chance to really experience Expo Lucha firsthand, this will be your chance this year. And yes, we are going to interview Konnan, and we're going to put some hard questions to him. So October 10th, be on the lookout for that. And hopefully, I think he's going to shoot. We're going to ask him some serious shit about Lucha Underground. And I heard that they even gave us a promo for it this week. So on his show. So apparently he knows what's coming and he is prepared. So gird up your loins, folks.
Are we going to have to even ask any questions, or is he just going to?
I think we're just going to prompt a direction. I think we're just going to prompt him in a direction and let shit happen.
I can't wait.
And I've got kind of a big fuck you to Glenn Gilberti that I think I'll save for then.
Can we
even do it with Konnan, because I think Glenn can eat a fat dick right now.
Is it about our homie IQ wrestler?
No. Well, we can add that.
I mean, I would love to get Glenn on the show and then just read Cody's tweet to him over on repeat until he logs off. I mean, I love the Disco Inferno back then for what he was.
Leg lock gimmick was the best gimmick in wrestling. Come on.
But also he's also like, hey man, he's kind of it's just, you don't have to like him now.
No. Does anyone really?
No. Yeah. I think I mean, we're on the side where he could be working or not working his personality, and I think there's some people who he's helped train.
Oh, I think he's just fucking with everybody, dude.
But it's all the work, man. It's all the work.
And he does come up with some good points in regards to wrestling as well.
Whatever. I'll stay tuned. Watch October 10th, and you'll know why I have a little bit of heat with.
Let's talk about it now.
Birdie, right? You know,
we got time.
I'm not even gonna. In fact, you know what? I'm not even gonna call him Disco Inferno, because he's a fucking wrestler that was popular 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, he was doing a gimmick from 20 years before that. It's so fucking dated that it's not even worth calling him Disco fucking Inferno anymore. He's just I
think I figured it out, Byron.
He's just Glenn. He's some fucking bouncer at a strip club. His name is Glenn, and I'm not calling him Disco Inferno anymore. Fuck
but
that.
Jojo Feeney gave Hoovy Justin's Manscaped stuff to send.
Oh no!
And it ended up at Glenn Gilberti's house.
Oh, that would be.
Hey, Byron, bleep that out so we don't give them any free plugs until they send us our shit.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
but move. I just want to bring up that Disco did update his gimmick. He updated it to Disco spelled with a Q.
Yes, and he started dressing like Bono. I remember that. That was a great update.
Cisco.
Yeah,
great updates. Great. Thanks. Let's talk
Just
about
go
the
through it,
AAA Mega Championship match because this is big news in the middle of an episode of Lucha Underground.
Kenny
There's
Omega.
a AAA Mega Champion match.
Wait,
Campeon.
no, because Kenny can't defend that belt. So what the fuck's going on?
Oh no, this was the
Kenny won't defend that belt.
AAA Mega Champion of the time, Alberto El Patroni.
Not the tequila.
You mean this episode of Lucha Underground, not this episode of MMMshow? I got confused.
Correct. We're talking about Lucha Underground.
Yeah, it's Byron versus me. Byron is Kenny Omega. And
It's
I'm
Tejano versus
Yes.
Alberto El Patron for the AAA Mega Championship defended on U.S. soil at Lucha Underground, which should be a very big deal.
Yeah.
I will tell you what I think. My favorite part about this is anytime Alberto does a Lucha Libre move, it looks like it hurts him more than all of Tejano's power moves combined. It's hilarious.
What's he doing that Rana for? You even did it off the apron, so he had to cheat.
I mean, it was great. Well, yeah, because he's not going to jump up that high. Are you kidding me? And don't get me wrong, he's an established star. I'm not saying he has to go in there and bust it like some 20-year-old guy, but at the same time, like the second he did that Rana and he comes up and it's like he's Fred Sanford selling it for real. He's like, I'm coming to join you, honey. It was amazing. That was the high point of the entire match to me.
And he kept his shirt on. I kept thinking, because it's been so long, I forgot the finish. I'm like, there's no way any near fall will count until he takes his shirt off and fires up. And then he wins still wearing the shirt. Like, what is he on, like a weird part of his cycle or something?
No, it's because you don't want to get whipped with the bull rope on bare skin.
Mm-hmm.
Tejano puts Alberto through a chair in the ring post and hard, puts him through a table, and he kicks out at 2. Like,
first of all, pinfalls in a fucking bull rope match can eat shit. Second of all, okay, let's fucking talk, guys. Let's be real here. Let's talk about some shitty. I want to know who to blame for this shit. Was it the agents? Was it the writers? Was it Marty Elias, the referee? Was it all of them?
Yes,
probably.
Because if I put you, Justin, if we're in a wrestling match, we're speaking completely kayfabe terms. If I put you in a submission hold and I get to the ropes, I'm supposed to break it. I don't break it in the 5 seconds. The referee's supposed to break it, and they're not supposed to count the win. This is still a thing in a no DQ match. The ref just can't DQ you for not letting go. They're still supposed to break the hold and not count any submissions that happen because of it, even if the match is no disqualifications.
Or pins. It's the ropes are outside the ring or whatever the justification is.
Right. Tejano was robbed.
So you're saying this match was a farce?
But first of all, it was the second they started counting pinfalls. Let's not, come on, touch the 4 corners, bitch. That's how these matches work. I was just watching Terry Funk, the fucking legend, wrestle Eddie fucking Hot Stuff Gilbert. Rest in peace, or rest in peace, depending on what you think of him. He in a chain match, okay? It was called the Texas Chain Match Massacre. First of all, bull rope match, bitch version of a chain match anyway, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But at least
it's the redneck version. It's the redneck version. We'll let it slide.
Yeah, okay, so you go, this is how it works. Strap match is a shittier bull rope match because you don't have the cowbell to cut people up with, which didn't even happen in this match.
Oh, I was nervous the whole time waiting for them to take a bump on the cowbell.
I just wanted to see someone get carved up with it, and it never happened. This is like the whole fucking SNL skit. I was screaming for more cowbell the whole fucking time in this match, and instead I got a shitty submission that shouldn't have even counted. I rarely get this worked up over an Alberto Del Rio match.
All right, so I gotta say this though. I would imagine that EV Dub probably not too familiar with the history of good rope and chain matches. Maybe not Chris Roach either, but I know Krista Joseph has watched some old school ass wrestling and should have known better. I know Marty Elias has watched some old school wrestling and should know better.
But
honestly,
it's gotta be one of those when there was some terrible ones though.
It's spitting in the face of all the awesome Bull Terry matches we've seen in Mexico too, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Meef, all have the 4 corner touching. I'm pretty sure in Mexico you do the.
That's always the thing. It's always the four corners, isn't it? Yeah, the classic. You're hanging them over your shoulder, dragging them along. That's the
I've always thought. I'm not going to say that's not dumb. I'm just going to say that's how the matches work. Because when I'm sitting there watching Terry Funk and Eddie Gilbert just punch each other in the balls 20 times to keep each other from getting to the other turnbuckle, it's kind of bullshit. And there's always fuck finishes for it, and there's all this stuff. But this was a fuck finish. Tejano was robbed, just like he was robbed by bad booking for his entire stay in Lucha Underground. Thank you very much.
And career since.
He has to dress like...
You don't even want to get me started on the matches he had with Phantasma leading to the Hair versus Mask match.
Dresses like a fucking ninja mime now? What the fuck? Yeah. We're sorry, Tejano. We love you. We're not the ones that book all this shit. We're just the ones that suffer through watching it, wishing for better for you.
I mean, it was just weird. Like, this was literally just spots for the sake of spots in this match. It had no, absolutely zero ring psychology. And both Alberto and Tejano are good at ring psychology.
Alberto did the arm breaker on the arm that wasn't holding the bull rope. What the fuck is with that?
It's just...
we need to set an episode aside for Casey to talk about this match.
And you guys thought we were going to get through this one fast, but Casey was like, man, I got something. Anyway, I am going to move on from this match.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it.
Why didn't Del Rio take his shirt off when he was done taking bumps and he's like, I'm about to win. I want to look good when my arm is raised.
Because he had a rope tied to one of his arms, Byron.
It's a bit difficult to get a show.
He would have had to rip.
Just have it hang on the rope.
He could have slid it down the rope and put it on Tejano.
He should rip it off his muscle.
Hook it off.
Yeah,
I like
Casey,
it.
I have a question for you about rules in this match. Are you allowed to take the rope off your wrist at any point, or is that a immediate DQ?
Well, it's not a DQ, but they stop the match until you put it back.
That would be a forfeit, wouldn't it?
So he could have taken it off.
So if you take it off yourself, you
leave the ring.
Take it off yourself.
All right.
Well, every time it happens in one of the matches, the referee's distracted usually, so you don't really get to see what would happen. But all the announcers are always like, "You can't fucking do that. He can't do that." But Matt Striker was busy making fucking puns instead of pointing out the shenanigans in this fucking match.
Hey, Byron.
Yeah.
You remember 45 minutes ago when we did that opening segment?
Yeah.
And then you started talking about Puma?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do it now where it fucking is supposed to go? This is the actual spot for it, you jackass.
The point I wanted to make had more to do with what we were talking about then. Here's what I thought was the best part of the whole thing is that there's a vignette and Conan is doing a thing where he talks to Puma and Puma just can't say anything back. This guy strolls in and is like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And then he walks off. Hernandez is there for 2 minutes. He gets to talk on camera, and he
gets to say a sentence at least, of multiple words.
His school reports by his English teacher must have been fantastic.
What he said.
Next rock
I don't let a dickhead talk in class.
John Fogelman's Muzzle is going to be the name of my next rock band because that's what you're experiencing.
Oh, it could be the new name for Evil's Banshee Muzzle since he's changing the name of some of his moves.
Anyway, I thought the shadow boxing with no pads also was very interesting. You guys don't have any fucking mitts.
There's that also.
Conan looked like he wasn't liking it too much either because Puma was actually laying it in a little bit.
And they've had mitts previously. So who stole the mitts? Probably fucking Sexy Star.
I think he saw Puma's kicks the last vignette, and he's like, "I don't have to worry about it."
Yeah, he's like, "He's not gonna move me. He's not gonna move me.
He's gonna He's gonna do work punches."
Am I alone in thinking that the finish of this match made Puma look like a little bitch?
What, the cage match? Well, I want to talk about the belt first.
Okay, cool.
Brand new belt gets introduced. Got a better introduction than Hernandez.
Hey,
terrible lighting, so you can't see any of the details.
Yeah, they made it really hard to see, but this was designed by good homie Jesse Justice. Fucking talented man. Also did the 6-man titles and the Gift of the God belts too.
And the Jeff Jarrett Immortal match.
Mm-hmm. And that Jeff Hardy belt.
Jeff Hardy belt.
I mean, this was the best retcon that Lucha Underground did, just getting rid of that other belt and using this thing. This was smart.
No, because they
Finally.
made it look like it was the plan all along when it wasn't, and they really
No.
did change direction. Yeah.
So that's
This is
how
why you don't let
rewriting-
wardrobe departments decide what your championship belts are going to be. Like once some actual wrestlers got in there and saw the real belt, and they were like, "I thought we were like on a national TV show doing wrestling." Like
They're like, this looks
Using
shittier
a
than the
boxing-
PWG belts, and those are really bad.
It's like a boxing featherweight title from the 1930s. It's fantastic.
yeah, it was really bad. Like, come on. But this belt is gorgeous.
Oh,
I love the curve on the centerpiece too. It's like a really exaggerated curve that was one of the things that used to piss me off about the old WCW belt, that it didn't have that curve to it. I like this belt. This belt is one of my favorites in existence ever.
I will say it's funny to see on big TV shows, big wrestling TV shows, that instinctively they all don't know how to film their belts so the belts look good. It's like they make this big, nice and shiny piece of jewelry, and then they zoom in on it and they flash it with a big old bright light. Like the NXT did their title match, super cool lighting thing. They do the spotlight and everything, and when Drake would hold the belt up, it just glowed like it was Sheamus walking out to a match.
I do gotta say, New Japan's pretty good with making their belts look nice.
New Japan
they
is
also
good
have
with
they have a duller finish to those belts.
Hey, I gotta say,
Yeah, brush steel, aren't they?
AEW is really good at it too. They made Thunder Rosa's NWA title look awesome. They don't do
not
shit for their own.
But they see it's a learning curve, and NXT did get better. But like when AEW brought their belt out, especially they brought it out with Bret Hart, they did not get a good shot of it. They didn't have good direction or coordination. And he's like, here it is. And they're like, get a camera over there. As soon as the guy's there with the camera, person is there with the camera, Bret's already turning the other way. He's like,
Yeah.
Where's the hard cam? I want to be
And the
away.
AEW women's belt is the size of a stick of gum, so of course Mel's is going to stand out.
That's a great belt. It was made by Dan something.
Nice work, Byron.
Belt
Nice
Dan.
work.
And
Well done, Byron. Well done.
It's I don't know his
Perfect
last name.
shout out. No, this is a great shout out. I love what you're doing here.
I wanted to call him.
He's shouted out 20 people so far, so we've covered it.
I just his Twitter name.
It's belts by Dan.
I want to send a big shout out to yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to shout him out. I'm just saying
That guy.
him. But
I know you're not trying to shout him out, but I am trying to fuck with you because that's fun.
Billy
That's
wanted
funny.
it to look like the old school women's championship belt, and so it has a lot of history to it. That's why it also looks very unconventional.
Well, it's unconventional because it was made so small to fit Riho.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
NWA.
the NWA. The
NWA
Riho
one.
belt. That's a great point about
Yeah,
the
and then
Riho.
they went straight from Riho to Nyla Rose that the belt doesn't even like fit her really, and it just kind of sucks. Like
Casey,
I don't
that's
know.
because they have a lot of long-term planning going on at AEW. If you
I
have
struggled.
I can tell.
I
I can
struggled
tell.
with that belt, but it was okay.
All right, let me talk about the Boyle Heights street fight.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, look, my biggest problem with this is they're really going for like an ECW style classic match here
no.
with two guys that you really just want to see jump around. Like
Yeah.
these are two of the best leg slapping jump around guys around at the time, and we're putting them in a freaking Balls Mahoney match. I
Hey,
just did not
look.
comprehend what the fuck was going on here.
Guess
what,
what,
is the idea
Justin?
behind this?
It's Puma's fault because Cage had the ECW style match with Taya and it fucking ruled. So
And I don't disagree with that, but it's just like at this stage of Lucha Underground, it made no sense to me the
Yeah.
style of match that they tried to have here. And it's not that these guys even did a bad job. Like I thought this match was entertaining. I didn't have a huge problem with it.
I
It
had a
was
huge
fine.
problem with the finish, Justin. I felt like it made Puma look weak because the only reason he
Yeah.
won is because Conan interfered for him. That's and he's the face in the match. I didn't like it.
I thought it made Cage look like an idiot because he had the match won. He hit the weapon X, and then he's like, "I'm just going to beat him up some more," and then he beat him up some more, and then
Call up Hernandez.
he went to go fight the 7-foot tall guy at ringside for no reason.
Yeah,
Like, he
but
could have won twice. I don't know, but
I gotta say
if
though,
you're
the
going-
beating him up was how he beat Puma to get the title shot because Conan threw in the towel, and this time he wouldn't do it.
But he could have. But then he did another move, and he could have won then. But
Mhm,
he didn't go for Canelo. Jim, were you going to PWG back then?
Yeah, I was. I'm pretty sure it was.
You knew Puma. You knew Ricochet back then.
Whoa,
Yeah.
what?
No. I'm just saying to Justin's
Kayfabe.
point. Like is this the match that you would expect him to be doing, to be showing?
Oh no, definitely not. I mean, I would say no, but then again, like years later, Ricochet would end up doing the Guerrilla Warfare match with Chuck Taylor, so
which was awesome, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I enjoyed the match. I just didn't. It seemed out of place to me. It seemed
Honestly, I've been watching so much ECW this week that it fucking seemed really off to me.
It's weird. They did the same gimmick in the storytelling twice. It's like these guys have a match and now they're gonna have another match. It's just it gets to be much.
Now we're going to be getting in a long stretch of tag matches with Cage and Cuerno versus Puma and Hernandez, I think.
Hernandez. Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's kind of where this is going at this middle stretch of season 1.
Yeah, because we missed the whole tag run of Cage and Cuerno where we're like, make tag belts for these guys, and then there's only trios belts.
Correct.
Yeah.
But which is actually one of the things I liked about Lucha Underground, because then those random tag matches made more sense to me. Because you got to have 3 people working together to get the belts. Anyway, yeah, it is what it is. You know, this was an episode of Lucha Underground. It's following Grave Consequences. What are you going to do? Like, you're following one of the best episodes ever. You try to put 2 belts on there to make it interesting, but then the booking was just kind of off on how they did both the matches. The bull rope thing didn't work great. The Boyle Heights Street fight didn't work. I think that this episode would have been better with 2 title matches and no gimmicks, especially coming off of a huge gimmick episode.
I want to point out that Justin Harvey blames the booking.
I feel like the better Lucha Underground episodes have the variety in them, and I feel like they should have taken one of the matches off, one of the title matches off, and I feel like they should have done some sort of different change of pace, whatever it is. Like
another one of the Drago Aerostar matches would have been good in this.
Maybe just a fun match without storyline too. Give the fans a break. Give them just something fun to watch.
Well, the roster's still a little slim at this point too. So
yeah.
If you guys think I got mad this week though, wait for in a week or 2 when the mass versus mass match happens.
I wonder if they would 2 weeks.
I was there.
Oh wow. I wonder if they shot out the angles on like a whole weekend and then they're like, let's just run them in the same episodes too.
Probably. I mean, that was one of the other things that was going on. I think they were still kind of navigating how they would weave in and out of like, hey, these 5 guys are in town this weekend, so we have to use them, and then trying to figure out how to weave that into episodes. They got a lot better at that down the line.
Plus, it's hard when you have one big show and Ultima Lucha doesn't exist yet, really, until he announces it. So you gotta keep blowing shit off midway. But
I that's one of the things that I do like about Lucha Underground, and I feel like they figured that out eventually, was how to not have pay-per-views and to be watching a wrestling show that isn't constantly just in this weird, shitty 3.5, 4 week, 5 week cycle where we just have to get to the next pay-per-view. Because I feel like that's part of what's killing the business right now.
That's AEW that you're talking about.
I mean, it's most of the WWE product too. I mean, at least
I don't watch that.
WWE is at least trying to bridge over those gaps some now, which I am actually appreciating. There's some things about the WWE product that I'm actually really kind of digging right now.
Honestly,
we'll get to that in a minute.
If I, as much as I shit on AEW, at least I'm watching it, and I can't say that about WWE.
Well, I'll tell you, there's some reasons why maybe you should be watching WWE. We'll get to that and more fun stuff. Casey's going to do an unboxing. We got the Wall of Shame, little WWE talk, and maybe I'll even talk about the UFC for a hot second.
Yeah, come back.
Let's talk about Colby because Jim's here.
That's exactly what we're going to do, Meef. I've been outed. We'll be right back after this message from www.lucha-mask.com.
Plural.
Yeah.
Lucha-masks.com, in partnership with Mask Republic, give you personal protective masks to keep you Lucha strong in the fight versus COVID-19. With world-class luchadors Blue Demon Jr., the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Ultimo Dragon, Cain Velasquez, Conan, and so much more. Head to lucha-masks.com and you too can become a masked warrior. Lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
And welcome back. Casey, you ever seen the movie Seven? Have you ever seen the movie Seven?
Yeah, I have.
You know, John Doe has the upper hand.
Yep, that's exactly the quote that we're going for right now.
Yeah,
but Byron's done plenty of head in boxes.
What's in the box, Casey? What's in the fucking box? What's in the box?
This is a segment we call John Doe has the upper hand.
John Doe has the upper hand.
We're gonna open up the fart box. We're gonna open up Pro Wrestling Great for the month of September, and I'm 100% doing this so they can start sending us this shit for free. No, actually, I'm doing this because I want to tell all of you guys that next month there's going to be a very special one because they give you a card that tells you what is happening next month, okay? And next month is going to be Masks and Paint Volume 3 featuring the Road Warriors, R.I.P., Darby Allin, Hurricane Helms, Killer Cross.
Oh, that one time he painted his face?
Yeah.
Callisto, Boogeyman, and Glacier. I don't know what the Cross thing is going to be, but when I show you guys this package, you're
I
going to
got a really
see...
good Boogeyman t-shirt from him.
I think I think Cross is going to be a picture of him from the match with the face paint.
I feel like I'm going to be getting a Boogeyman micro brawler or something. Probably.
Sweet.
So there's certain things you always get in the crate. You always get 2 t-shirts. You always get a micro brawler. You always get an autograph photo. Kind of hoping Cross is the autograph.
See, I signed up to them when they used to do the 3, 2, and 1 t-shirt range, and they changed that. But like, I signed up for a year when they did the 3 t-shirt range, and it was cheaper for me to buy 3 t-shirts from them when it converted to UK than it was to buy just 1 shirt.
Yeah, because
so I got that massive box full of stuff, and it cost me more for 1 t-shirt. It was hilarious.
Amazing.
See, because
shipping is stupid.
It's $30 for 2 shirts and everything that you see in this box in the United States, plus shipping.
Hey, Byron, give Casey the 1 and let's see what's in this box.
Casey, hold on. I'm counting you down. 5, 4,
Metallica.
3.
Okay. Okay, so there are 2 t-shirts in here. They put the t-shirts on top. Okay, I got to tell you, this one here may be one of the greatest t-shirts.
I have a better idea. Here we go.
This may be one of the greatest t-shirts I have ever seen. Orange Cassidy.
That's Orange Cassidy.
That's dope.
That's a fucking amazing shirt.
That's actually dope. I would wear that.
Okay, so you got that one. There's another shirt in here. And it is a black shirt. It is Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yes.
With the Panther. Not the best print quality on this. These are not the premium soft shirts. I wish there was an option. But you're getting 2 shirts and a whole bunch of other shit for $30. Some concessions have to be made, okay? Next, Byron, who's your hero?
Yeah.
Who's your hero, Byron?
Aren't you always supposed to say Sid Vicious?
You are.
God damn it.
I am.
Jim, who's your hero?
Hurricane Helms?
No, god damn it. Who's your hero, Justin?
Oh,
Justin,
the hero. The guy who ain't nothing to fuck with.
Cassie Sono.
Chris Hero.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Chris Hero, micro brawler. Look at that shit.
That's actually pretty dope too.
Byron's got a little bit of wood looking at this. Look at that. Look at the fucking elbow pose.
I have the Independent FedEx ones, so they're pretty cool.
My Chris Hero story is at Bola 15. We've up forearms every single day. Ringside, and then at NXT when I was there and he had a match, I threw up a forearm and he saluted me before the match. It was great.
Awesome.
I was the only one.
My story is Ebola 2015. This fan booed him, so he stood up on the guy's chair and put his dick in his face for like 5 minutes. It was amazing.
Oh, the night of Roderick Strong's last night in PWG, there was a match with Death by Elbow, and I can't remember the other team, but like some dude was heckling Hero, and then Hero just went up to the dude thinking that, and this guy thought like Hero wasn't going to do anything. Hero straight up just shoved him, and the dude like fell over his chair backwards, and then everyone's like, "You better not get the fuck up and come back here." Like, you got owned. Sit the fuck down.
Tremendous.
The bandana.
Was that anyone that we know? Because I feel like one of the PWG people that we know.
I've got a Macho Man under these.
No, it was
wrap something. You got to leave it wrapped for value.
Oh no! Because this is special. Look at this.
He's gonna use it later.
Ooh,
Is that
Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior?
Oh
Wow.
yeah. You want some Destrucity? You can have an Ultimate Warrior bandana. Dog.
Oh, it's a bandana. I thought that was a loincloth.
Oh, dude, it will be. Okay, first.
That's exactly how you put it on.
Yeah, straight New Jack style. Love
That's
it.
a make your own tights.
There we go. Fuck yeah, dog.
On the headphones. Love
On
it.
the headphones, dog.
That was
All right.
That was a wizard hat.
Casey, does it dilate your pupils when you breathe through it?
Oh, wow.
You are nothing but a normal. You do not deserve to be the same COVID as I and Hulk Hogan.
Amazing.
Okay. We got a very boring Good Brothers pin. Oh, I almost Lucha Underground belted it. Now you can see it.
Nice.
It's very shiny, but kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, Good Brothers. That's all it says. It's not
They are
even a
the Good
logo.
Brothers.
I have some Tennille Dashwood shades from these
Ooh.
packages. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Wait,
pretty
what's
great.
that?
Ooh.
It is a Fig Story, a Hawkins and Ryder comic book.
Oh, brought to you by the good folks at Headlocked Comics.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Is that Macho?
No, that's
No,
that's
it's
Zack
the Stomp
Ryder,
in
dog.
Paradise. It's the Stomp in Paradise, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers.
Yeah. Honestly, Byron, we could explain it. It would take a while, and you would still call action figures dolls and be a piece of shit. So I'm not even going to do it. And okay, we got a very special prize. Because sometimes you get kicked so hard, you shit your pants, and you're sure to
Randy
tell the
Orton.
announcers about it. Be great, Juice Robinson.
Yes.
Signed, kicking some guy with a shitty neck tattoo now.
I got to tell you, Juice Robinson, I keep forgetting, is one of the best babyface promos in the business today. You're not going to get especially a better like from the heart straight after a match promo from him.
So do you think that those Japanese reporters knew what a shart was?
No, they probably had no. I mean, I'm sure if it was true, they knew what he was talking about, even if
they
they
could
didn't
smell it.
know. Yeah, but I think it's great, and I also like his new look. I'm getting used to. Like I feel they're sort of trying to what.
He is
looks like
definitely
Mr.
the
Keith.
juice. He's the juice that I actually like.
He's great. But
He's not the
just-
juiciest one though.
He's like, this guy literally kicked the shit out of me. I sharted, and then repeated it for 5 minutes.
After the shart, he might be the juiciest one, Meef. I don't know.
And he said poopsie. He said poopsie daisy, which is fucking merch potential times 1,000. Poopsie daisy shirts, poopsie daisy boxer shorts. It should be a thing.
Colt
really
Cabana's
think-
gonna wish that was him.
I think the whole match and the whole promo was just so he could call Will Asprey.
Spray. Maybe.
I think so. Because you know what? He went 50-50 with Yoshihashi though, so I can't give Juice a lot of props. And so did
But-
Evil. And it's come on.
They're pushing Yoshi. I think Yoshihashi is doing a lot better for Yoshihashi.
Yeah,
as
he-
Is
well.
that it for
He's-
the box? Put us back to the normal things. So you
Anyway.
guys talk.
Anyway,
Yeah, the box is
Ingeparable.
empty. The box is empty. The G1's pissing me off, you guys.
We wore out Casey's box. Casey's box has been worn
I will say
out.
those pre-wrestling tee things are amazing because I
Right.
got loads of like when I was paying like I think $45 for the like 3 t-shirt one back in the day, and that I got so much stuff in it that made it so much worth it. Just even the little I got Pentagon and Phoenix micro brawlers.
Oh, which are worth
Ooh.
major money right now. Like those are worth a lot of cash.
Unless you opened them and played with them.
Nope. I've got Colt Cabana.
First of all, people don't care if they're open as long as they're in good condition. Thank you very much. And second, I don't have anyone for Chris Hero to wrestle. This is my first micro brawler. So
Well, send him to
I'll go for-
England so he can wrestle.
I'll go through my box because I've got them all collected because I went through some stuff today.
Yeah, I was
and I'll
gonna
send
say
them to you.
when I was visiting Pro Wrestling Tees, like I walked in the back and there's literally like a
Mounds of
corner
them.
where there's just shelves of boxes full of them. I'm just like, man, I could just grab one for me, just
Yeah.
a couple and like scoop them up. It was so many.
allegedly they only make 200 of each one. Now, if that goes in the boxes like that, then that's a pretty small run for the box ones. They might make more of the ones that you can buy on their own.
Yeah, I think they make
different
there's a
color
separate-
variants.
Yeah, there are alternate versions, especially, and I think like the most recent alternates are going to be the Matt Cardona and Brian Myers ones, which are coming in different packaging. it'll be coming in like cardboard packaging.
Yeah,
I think mine's white and black penta, and the one they sell in the store is gold and black penta.
Yeah, that's the one that they're sold out of that one also, by the way, now.
Casey, I have Smash if you want that one, by the way.
Oh, I'll take Smash. Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't been very worked up or angry about anything this episode, Casey. So what's going on with the G1?
Okay, first of all, you put Taichi and Suzuki in the same fucking match. Byron, are you there yet? Okay, I'm not.
Yeah. I saw it. Because the last match I saw was Naito and Zack Sabre.
Okay, that was good. First of all, Zack Sabre Jr. has been having a great tournament, some of the best matches ever, and Justin's a dick face. And Justin is a dick face.
Do you know why I'm not watching? Because you guys keep telling me that Zack Sabre Jr. is doing things, and that is not something that I am interested in seeing.
Justin's not watching because I didn't give anyone my password this time.
He has my password still, whatever that is.
I forgot it. I actually logged in. I was about to fire it up. And then Byron texted me something about how awesome Zack Sabre Jr. was, and I was like, nope, not going to do it.
Dude, the fucking European prawn clutch, Byron? European prawn clutch.
Yeah, how about the tornado DDT out of nowhere?
Dude, how about like never hitting the Zack driver? Where's Taka? Is he dead?
He hit it.
Oh, did he point to the sky first? Because I think Taka's dead.
I love how it's called the Zack driver now. It's not poetic. It doesn't sound cool whatsoever, but it sounds like Taka Michinoku is like, it sounds like something he would say. Like,
okay. I love Taka Michinoku.
So look, Suzuki's got a great record in this tournament, but it's not a perfect record.
Right.
And the person he decided to put over is that punk bitch Taichi. Seriously?
I like it. But I think
you would.
I think some people like Taichi needs to have a good run because he's doing well, but he needs to have more credibility still. But I think guys like Juice, I think Juice is going to get a solid run anyway because they took off like all the colors from his outfit. He's looking completely different, so maybe he'll be legit now. But Yoshihashi is doing a lot better than normal. I think he's going to get a good run on like his front half.
Which means everyone does. And so you got like Okada and Sonata that are having a bad front half that we've seen so far. And so they're probably going to win.
They'll finish strong. And they do a great job storytelling in the G1 where everyone gets a segment to shine somewhere in the tournament. Unless you're Jeff Cobb, then,
speaking of which,
his moment is coming.
Go back to, if you think Matanza was scary, get ready, Jeff Cobb versus Minoru Suzuki. That's all I got to tell anyone. There's a moment in that match that Suzuki basically tells him for real, I could fucking murder you if I wanted. And it's right in the beginning of the match, and it's amazing.
It's probably not untrue.
Well, because he does some stuff to him, and then he points to him with a little finger gun and goes like that, like, I'm a fucking shooter, bitch. And
I love it though. But I think there'd be a great Never program with Taichi and Suzuki, and I think they set that up. I think Kenta and Juice will have a good United States program until they can.
Everyone seems to think stablemates won't wrestle for the belts, even if there's a win, so that Taichi won't get a title shot.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen now.
It's true. This is true.
Well, they will be setting the direction, which is kind of the only reason why I'm wishing that I was watching. And you know me, I probably will go and catch up on the whole fucking thing.
Ref distraction, ref bump, fuck finishes. This is not the tournament for you. You should just stop watching.
That's you, brother. I love that stuff.
You'll get tired of it by night 5.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's like Evil's new gimmick now. Is Dick Togo shows up and
it's also Switchblade's gimmick, and it's also Kenta's gimmick. A little not in this tournament. Kenta's been coming out by himself. Yujiro's been coming out by himself.
It's a Bullet Club thing for sure, but they definitely mirrored the big parts of Switchblade in Evil.
Yeah, I do got to say though, they've had two incredible matches that they make you think they're going to be a half-hour time limit, and then they're just a good match, and with an actual finish. And that was Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. Fucking great. And then we had Naito versus Tanahashi. Naito and Tanahashi was fucking great. I also have to.
I want to see Naito and Tanahashi.
It was really, really good ring psychology wise. I also have to recommend Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil because because Zach was working face in the match, and even the announcers were working face. I watched it with the Japanese commentary because I want to watch everything.
He can work
right
face
away.
in hell. Fuck him.
Yeah, I watched the Japanese commentary too, but I read that the Naito Zack Sabre Jr. match had tremendous psychology that was explained by Kevin Kelly. So I'm gonna go back and rewatch.
All right, so this is it. This is.
Oh
it.
wait, one more.
Go ahead.
Suzuki and Ishii, fucking amazing match. Seek it out.
Yeah.
First night.
So Casey, who do you think is gonna win?
I think it's gonna be. Sonata or Okada. See, okay, smart booking, logical booking would be Ibushi and Tanahashi, and then they have to fight.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be that because it was that before.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be Sonata's got his fucking cool new gear now.
Yes.
Okada's
he's having a soft first half too.
Yeah, and Okada's being a little bitch and won't use the Rainmaker, so he's losing all his matches.
Go ahead.
So if he uses the Rainmaker, it's going to be Okada. If you don't see him bust out the Rainmaker within the next two matches, Sonata's winning that block. Okay. Block B, I think it's still going to be Tanahashi winning the block. I think.
Shingo's not won it all, has he?
No, but Shingo's got kind of a 50-50 record right now, and that's usually not a good sign going into it.
Still.
Yeah, I know it. I hope it's not Ospreay. I really do.
Where's Kenta?
Kenta's in Block B.
See, I think Kenta is going to do well.
See, I feel like they're going to do something dumb, like set up a Tanahashi and Kota versus Kenta and Evil tag match instead of having either of them go the other way, and that's what I'm a little apprehensive about. So I think Sonata wins and Lex Luger's his title shot. But everyone but Tanahashi, since this has been for a title shot, has been losing their title match.
Yeah.
If you look at the history of this, every single person loses at the Dome show that wins the G1. This is much more of a curse than a blessing. Only one person has won. This is like a reverse Money in the Bank.
But you get the Dome, you get the main event in the Tokyo Dome, which is awesome. I kind of think.
Yeah, but look what it did for Ibushi, bro. He's a fucking tag wrestler.
Ibushi's gonna get there, man. He's gonna
Byron, you got 15 seconds. I got to go to a commercial break.
Absolutely.
What do you got?
I think that I think it doesn't make sense, but I think they'll have Naito win, and he'll get to choose his opponent, and it'll be another feather in his cap for his run because they're not going to give him the longest run like Okada, but I think they're going to give him like the most gimmicks in his run, like the double belt and so on.
So he picks his opponent and he picks Sonata.
He'll pick Hiromu.
He already killed Evil.
Him and Hiromu will have their own party and they'll play with cats.
All right, we're going to fight about this during the break. We'll be right back. We're still going to do the Wall of Shame and Wall of Fame, and then I want to talk a little bit about some WWE action. We'll be right back after this.
If you're listening to this and you haven't visited luchacentral.com, it's time to do it. LuchaCentral.com is the online home for Lucha Libre, where you can get all of the top news in English and in Spanish. Find the best curated video content and original content not seen anywhere else. Find when Lucha Libre events would be happening in your area. Find photo galleries from top photographers covering Lucha Libre around the world. From weekly polls to annual awards. Seen and read by top executives in all of the major Lucha Libre promotions across the globe. And on top of that, it's free. LuchaCentral.com, your centralized place for all things Lucha Libre.
Hey, look, we're back.
Oh, shit, that was fast.
That was super duper fast. We had no time to discuss anything during that break. I love this because it's going to be super hard for Byron to write down the time code right now to figure out where to actually put that break in because I took literally no time.
I put the same number twice. So it was actually very efficient.
Look, Clash of Champions is on later. Like there was some UFC. We're doing this one on a Sunday. We normally do Saturday, but we're doing this on a Sunday. It's Tuesday when you're watching this. Goatsay probably still has no idea and thinks it's live. It's fine. Anyway, look. Colby Covington, Jim. Colby Covington.
It's a word.
I don't know if you watched this fucking fight or not, but him versus T-Wood. I'm sorry, but he is the best heel in all of combat sports right now. Wrestling, MMA, boxing, all of them combined. Colby Covington finally gets the crown. The gimmick actually works. He's doing his post-fight interview talking mad shit, and The Donald calls him in the middle of the interview, and he puts Donald Trump on speakerphone. When has a sitting president ever called a heel up in the middle of a heel promo? That's fucking genius. That's awesome.
I mean, it's a pretty long list for Donald Trump on things that a president's done in their office, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Like, I would say before 2016, it was a big
When have they
deal.
broken international law? Oh, well, that's okay. When have they pissed on a teenager? That's another one.
What if they contributed to the
they had
death?
sex with their own daughter? That's another one.
Oh, what if they killed 200,000 Americans?
No.
Yeah,
But I think aside from all those things, Colby Covington put himself in the prime company.
Byron's going to cut Donald Trump promo then.
He put himself in the prime company of mypillowguy.com.
Well, look, if you have some kind of issue, do what Jim over there is saying. Just vote. Get your opinion out there. I look
for Biden.
It has nothing to do with politics. I just love the fact that Colby Covington has talked the most ridiculous amount of trash ever. I want to see every black guy out there in the world smash him, but somehow my boy Tyron just went down to him, and Colby did exactly what he said he was going to do, humiliated the dude, and then the one good moment Tyron's having, he breaks his own freaking ribs. Like, the Colby Covington is just on a tear. The promo was amazing. It was completely racist and awful. And all the things he said were completely the worst things ever. But part of my issue with wrestling right now is we're so PC that there's no heel out there that can actually cut an effective promo anymore because you're not allowed to piss anyone off. Like, when do we get to let bad guys be bad anymore?
But if
you don't have to be racist to be bad.
I'm not saying that's the way to go. I mean, you saw that.
But it's working. But apparently it's working for Colby Covington. So just be racist, I guess, if you want to be a good heel.
I think if it's being ignorant is working. You know, he's playing heel as being the ignorant asshole.
No, and then he's gonna lose and apologize as soon as he loses and kill the whole.
The thing is
he already lost. He lost to Usman. Tore his face off.
He's playing a dangerous game.
He needs more.
What happens if someone puts him in a fucking body bag?
Kayfabe is one thing when it's
because if I was the person of color and I went to a ring with him, I wouldn't do anything beyond breaking his fucking neck.
Well, look, him and Jorge Masvidal have heat, and Jorge Masvidal got called out by Trump the other day, and he put over Trump. But Jorge Masvidal is not racist by any stretch of the imagination, is a very cool guy, and it's not about the politics part of it. It's just about the being a heel part. Colby Covington is a massive heel.
Where are dudes like Tiago that, let go submissions really late? Can we get one of those guys against him?
Maybe. All right. So I can't go after you tap. What I'm asking you guys is, can I put Colby Covington on the Wall of Fame for getting a call from a sitting president in the middle of a heel promo?
He spoiled the Avengers movie. He can suck a dick, and Jim agrees.
All right.
I also, first of all, it's no one likes Trump. He wears a diaper and he sucks.
He's a cunt.
He can't spell his own name.
He is a cunt.
Yeah, he can't spell his own name without doing 3 rails of Adderall. But also, cool, he's the president, and that was a big deal 3 years ago. But now anyone can get a phone call from Trump. All you have to do is tweet at him and be like, "Hey, man, I think."
Meanwhile, there are other athletes who adamantly wouldn't even go to the White House. So
good.
You get a call during a UFC promo, or you have the chance to go to the White House, but you won't because of how bad this guy is.
Colby,
you should go and plant a fucking bomb in his desk.
I thought it was a huge moment that you won. Oh, look, my hands are even tiny. Oh,
okay, fine. I get it. I'm not putting Colby on the Wall of Fame. The rest of the Wall of Fame right now is currently Sonny Kiss for graduating college, Denise Salcedo for 10 million podcasts and loving donuts. Tony Khan,
and figure four.
Tony Khan, Karrion Kross, Roman Reigns, Casey is still on the Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the Robert Stone brand is still on there, and I'm leaving him on there, damn it.
He has socks. He has his own socks.
Any other additions for the Wall of Fame since Colby didn't get on there this week? Anybody got anything?
Marcelo Bielsa, always.
I have a nomination, which is somewhat not related, but for those who haven't seen, I'd like to nominate this man.
The Turtles?
Super Shredder.
The one and only, the Super Shredder himself, Big Daddy Cool, Big Sexy, Kevin Nash. Dude was just such a good dude, and he was super cool and chill. told us stories that you will not hear in any interview because he can't repeat that kind of stuff. And just, just really cool guy. And we just, being able to just chill and drink with him and shoot the shit. Like, it's something that I never thought would happen. And as someone who's a Ninja Turtle mark and a wrestling mark, it was just like, 2 in 1.
So, Jim, plug the other show, man. Plug.
So I'm going to go ahead and plug. You guys can also find me on top of this show. You can also find me on THS Wrestling. So on Instagram at ths.wrestling, part of that hashtag show at that hashtag show. You can see our interviews with. I did an interview with Taya Valkyrie and one with Mandy Rose, and we have an upcoming one with Mr. Nash himself. I will also say visit Headlock Comic for your Agent Loca comic.
Dope.
Oh,
Jim, hold on, Jim. Plug that again. The audio
glitched. You got to repeat it.
At Headlocked Comic, you can get this on TayaValkyrie.com along with her Loca clothing line.
Do we get the signature?
High school. You can get this signed on her website.
Ooh.
TayaValkyrie.com.
Jim, are you wearing any Loca clothing right now?
Yeah.
I am not. I'm wearing our clothing.
He's wearing our line, damn it.
I was hoping for the waist down. I was hoping you had like furry boots on.
I mean, I've yet to purchase, but hey, the fall collection is coming out soon. So
and I gotta shout out that hashtag show for letting me ask the legendary Terry Funk a question on one of their interviews. So thank you, and thank Jim for letting me come along for that one.
All right, I got to hit this wall of shame. David Lagana, Jeffrey Briggs, and JT Wilcoxon are still on there. Velveteen Dream is still on there and staying on there as far as I can tell. Impact for not getting its wrestlers verifications. Brit Wrestling, Pedos, Predos, and Pervs. Tessa Blanchard for phoning it in, still on there. Retribution, definitely on there now.
No,
we'll talk about that.
Take them off,
dude. Come on. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Let me get through the rest of it. UFC 4 and Avengers and Predator for sure, because I've been at level 150 now for 3 weeks. And it
has it gone up again?
It won't click to the next level.
Justin, the level cap is 150.
Yeah, the level cap's 150.
I thought you could go up to 200 now.
Not yet. No. It's not yet.
Oh well, good. Then I'm at the cap.
Because I've been at 150 for 6 months.
No, Predator's still on the list.
Yeah,
unless they fix all those fucking bugs on there.
I'm sorry that you're at the highest level, Mr. Video Games. Jesus Christ.
I thought they moved it up to 200 when they did the City Hunter thing.
No, it's rumored for this new game mode that comes next week.
Okay, so it still hasn't happened yet.
Tuesday.
I'm reading spoilers and thinking they've already happened for.
Yeah, and that's speculation more than a spoiler right now.
Speculation. I'm sorry. Ricochet until he cuts a good promo. Still on the list. That's gonna. I might as well just chisel that one in. That one should be just
forever.
Amazon and Hasbro for delaying Storm Shadow. They're still on the list.
I still don't have a fuck. And Hasbro again, motherfucker, for selling out a Zartan before I could get one. Son of a fucking bitch. And for making fucking Firefly and the Viper. He's here to vipe your windows. Target exclusives. God damn it.
Colt Icon, Eric Mutter, still on the list.
Who?
I'm hot now.
And Spotfest Radio for dissing lucha-mask.com on there.
Yeah, I don't engage people with
I want to ask before we get done with this thing today, I got to talk about Retribution.
I had to. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they rule, dude.
The angle or Twitter, because Twitter is
Twitter.
Fire. Fire.
You don't. What I love is you don't need to actually watch Raw for 3 hours. You just go to their Twitter and
so good.
Yeah,
all of them.
Jericho's. Remember when Jericho's like, "Huh?" at one of like their Twitter promos.
Yeah, and then T-Bar posted all the shit about Sturgis and the COVID cases that came out of it, and put back to Jericho.
Honestly, like considering Jericho keeps like trying to, it's like Jericho's letting himself get worked by kayfabe.
Yeah,
well, right. I also think Jericho's trying to be as relevant as possible in both companies. So he's kind of working on Twitter. Like he's definitely like he's tweeting with Sasha when Sasha's doing the highest numbers on NXT and Raw and SmackDown. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's getting worked by the kayfabe of it.
All I gotta say, Jim, it's a Mark trying to work it himself into a shoot, brother. Fuck, I can't remember the Hogan line now. God damn it.
I can't.
Oh, I can
can't
remember
read
the
it.
other Hogan line. We don't say that one on this show.
No.
Yeah, how's he not on the wall of shame for that?
No.
This is
Well,
funny.
it's a given.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the wall, brother.
It's an unwritten.
It's the wall,
He's a-
brother.
That's so good.
Yeah. No, Retribution, I think, is great on Twitter. They're just messing around with everyone. Like, one guy did that really dumb Bane tweet, which I didn't know how to read it, if it was tongue in cheek or if he was actually using like a 10-year-old, promo as a wrestling promo now. But then this one kid was like, "This is so dumb, blah blah blah. You don't come on my podcast." And then he replied, "Oh, I just found out you were a kid. Everyone go listen to this kid's podcast."
Oh, dude, my favorite one was someone saying Anna J greater than Retribution, and then Mia Yim saying she won't sleep with you.
Yep.
It's tremendous. So, Justin, these are the gems that you're missing. You are missing.
Okay,
What's the guy's name? D-Bag.
There's
T-Bar.
T-Bar.
I just
T-Bar. So Dijakovic is T-Bar.
Yeah.
Mace is Dio Madden.
Yeah.
Slapjack is Shane Thorne, and Reckoning is Mia Yim. But I don't know what.
Mercedes isn't on there. I don't
Allegedly, yeah. Mercedes doesn't have a Twitter account yet.
Well,
Mia's still tweeting on her Mia account as Mia, but then she also has the Reckoning account.
Obviously,
Thorne-
two separate people.
Shane Thorne broke kayfabe on his. Some of my favorite wrestling gimmicks are the ones that are complete shit, and then the wrestlers just get like New Age Outlaw started like that, and then the wrestlers just have as much fun as they can with it.
So do you believe that Retribution has a future?
Yes,
No.
Justin.
I don't know about on camera.
We're not talking about it. We're not saying it's a good angle. We're just saying they're really good at
all around. It doesn't matter to me if it's on the internet or if it's on the actual shows or where it's happening. A good gimmick is a good gimmick, but is this going to go anywhere?
Justin, it's going to go a lot of places because, first of all, do you remember who the first Slapjack was? The great Stevie Ray. First of all, the great Stevie Ray. And also, do you know what a Slapjack is in real life?
Yes.
According to Urban Dictionary, it's the act of ejaculating on one's hand and then slapping the other person in the face.
No, not the Urban Dictionary one. That's a whole wow.
Today, I gave Melinda a slapjack after that bitch ate the last Hot Pocket.
No, I love how you just have Urban Dictionary open, ready for this show.
No,
this show needs
Casey
Urban
has it
Dictionary.
recited. He has it recited.
My God.
My question is, was it a Hot Pocket or was it an Alabama Hot Pocket? Look that up.
All right, so I got a couple other WWE
Speaking
questions.
of Chewbacca earlier on.
Zelina Vega has broken off from the other Latinos that are no longer getting a push in her old group. So watching her match last week or whenever the hell it was, her Mickie James thing, like Zelina Vega is just not ready. She looks like AEW green right now. What the hell is that?
That's fucking mean, bro.
When you're away from the ring for that long, I'm not surprised.
I know, but then why push her now? I don't get it. Like, give her some time to get back into the mix.
Because they just know she's hot.
Yeah, I think that they like her as a TV character and they're making a TV show and they don't take that into consideration. And they also don't take into consideration, like when they took Alberto Del Rio's manager away from him for one angle and it sucked 2 weeks later.
I get it. I get it. But dude, like, look, we know Mickie James is one of the best female workers out there and probably that has ever been in general. And she did everything she could to protect her in that match. The ref slow counted everything on purpose and was doing full shoulder checks just to give her more of an opportunity to look good. And it still didn't work. I just got to say, she is absolutely not ready right now.
I think in like a month or two, her career is going to be dead, and everyone that she was working with, their career is going to be dead in WWE because they had something that worked, and now they're trying to make it something it isn't, and it's going to ruin their personal brands.
I say you turn her into a goth, you put her with Aleister Black, everything's fine.
I think that's exactly what should happen. I think we all agree with that. Just do it. Just accept what it is. Let her be her. I think you'll get something way better out of it, and let her do her thing. All right, Jim, here's my question for you, brother. Is Drew McIntyre elevating Keith Lee, or is Keith Lee bringing Drew McIntyre down at this point?
Oh, honestly, like, it's hard to say. it's kind of both, isn't it?
I think so too.
It's like
It's
that's
really
the thing that
weird.
sucks. It's like because they took so much steam from Keith Lee away when they're like, like dude was like, double champion in NXT, and then you bring him up and you're not so sure what to do with him. Like, yeah, great having him beat Randy Orton at a pay-per-view, but this is after you already botched his debut match.
Right.
So
And then you got Randy Orton, who's like cutting some of the best promos of his life and looking better than he's looked in a gabillion years. Like that doesn't help either of those guys. Like Randy's supposed to be the old legend that's there to help put these guys over, and he's the one
supposed to be Randy Orton.
But
He's supposed to be Randy Orton, which is just sleeping through everything and somehow being an amazing match.
Yeah, like
and now he's actually come out with it.
I'm actually entertained by Randy Orton right now. And
he doesn't have to try. That's the thing. He's that good. It just happens.
I don't know, because man, he had some years in there where it was just like Orton was just a snooze fest. But I watch this stuff to be entertained. I want to like Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee, but in this whole group of guys right now, the one I'm liking the most is Randy Orton, and I feel like the whole thing is really taking the shine off of Drew right now. And it kind of sucks. Like Keith is getting himself into the mix for better or for worse. Like he hasn't looked great half the time right now, but it doesn't matter because he's in the fucking title picture on Raw. So that's all an elevation for him. But for Drew, it's like, dude, how did you finally get here? And like, you got a new guy coming up who's getting the rub, an old guy who's getting his mojo back, and you're stuck in the middle of the two of them just looking like nothing. I just feel bad for Drew. What were you going to say, Byron?
I was going to say I feel bad. Well, I feel bad for Drew in general because it's hard to gauge his run because he hasn't had a single fan live at all. So like, how do you actually gauge how well he's doing?
I would love for Drew to not drop the title until there's an audience again, but obviously who knows when that's gonna be. Like, there are rumors of outdoor shows, but we don't know for sure. But I really don't want him to lose the title because I feel like he deserves that opportunity to have that belt at least once in front of a live audience. Like come out as champion when there's a live audience, and you can have him drop the belt that night.
Look, I feel like WWE, with the money they put into the Thunderdome and what they've done with those facilities down in Florida, is in for the long haul. I feel like they're going to go till next year before they try to do live shows again. I think they're just going to they might do a pay-per-view or two as outdoor shows, but I don't know.
The Florida guys just gone nuts, haven't they?
Their contract with the Amway Center only runs until Halloween, so there's a chance it might not be renewed.
Florida took away all the COVID restrictions too.
Yeah,
so you could go back and spit in each other's mouths in Florida again.
Well, did they stop doing that in Florida?
Because Florida. I don't know. That's all I got. Look. Let's go down to Florida and all spit in each other's mouths. We'll have Casey bring his Urban Dictionary with him. We'll have Meath breathe on all of us, and Byron will just say something stupid while Jim and I look at each other like, why the fuck are we even here? But that's what we normally do, right?
According to Urban Dictionary, what we're going to be doing is called snowballing.
Nope.
Yeah, so until next time. No, that's gross.
No, you don't want to stay in the mix. You don't want to stay in the mix after snowballing.
I do. Spit in my mouth. So until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.
Sword fight.